from my corner, like always. If it looks a little bit more empty, I moved some of my plants around because I was bored. I'll show you where it is now. All my plants are like, they're in here now. This guy used to be at school. Look at, he's got like big new leaves. My husband thinks I have too many plants, but I disagree. Oh God, it's disgusting outside. Look at this. All right, back in the corner. So the main purpose of this video is to go over the blog assignment for this week. Actually, we're gonna be doing it next week too. And that's it. That's all you have for this whole school year. We're gonna take it pretty slow because it's not really worth doing something new this week and then again next week. So this week you'll kind of draft and get set up for it. Next week we'll be publishing our blog and posting it, and we'll go over more of the technical stuff next week. So I found that some of the details are hard to explain in the assignment sheet, so I wanted to just go over them here verbally, similarly to how I would in class if I was assigning it in person. Obviously I'm not, this is the closest we have. So you can get to the AP Lit blog assignment sheet through the fourth slide. The slide is kind of clumsily titled Read Blog Assignment and View Class of 19's Blog, not to be confused with COVID-19. So you can open up the blog assignment sheet here. I'm not going to read over the entire assignment sheet because you can do that yourself. I want to highlight a couple key things and make sure that you understand a little bit more beyond just what is written here. So when you get into the assignment sheet, this is what you're going to see. As one of our final projects for AP Literature, we will be creating a class blog as an artifact for future students. Blogs are usually personal, narrative, and multimodal, meaning they use different modes of communication like video, images, and words. Think of this blog as a storytelling medium through which you will leave behind your experience, almost like a modern memoir. Couple basic rules: posts must be school appropriate. They must also be anonymous. This includes not only your names, but other students' names. And then posts must be positive, so you can't complain about something that was hard. Instead, maybe give advice to future students about how to conquer something that was hard for you. You can frame it in a positive way. So the main thing I want to draw your attention to is right here. You will be composing one post for a grade. One post for a grade, but may compose additional posts for fun. AKA, don't submit memes for a grade, but you can post them for fun. So in a minute, we'll go into last year's students' blogs, and you'll see there's a bunch of just like memes and jokes. They did those as extra posts and had more polished ones that I graded. So a quick overview of the categories here. We have advice, stories and tales, lit humor, book reviews, and an added one just for you guys. I'm calling it the COVID time capsule. So specific advice or stories about this time in our lives as a way to remember it and potentially give advice for future students who may be affected by this. Who knows where we're gonna be in the fall or next school year. Your wisdom as seniors is much appreciated. So by the end of next week, you will have composed, polished, and posted, it's kind of alliterative, a blog post. And I will be grading it with the rubric you can see on the screen here. So I'm gonna be looking for 4 different things. The first is content, which is like the message or the subject. So it needs to be relevant and meaningful, appropriate for your category, and it needs to be at least 200 words. This isn't super long, but you can't really write 50 words that are gonna, oh my God, my stupid cat. Audience. So post is catered to an appropriate audience, which means it can be a little bit more casual. It's not like an essay, but it should still be appropriate so that others can read and understand it. Authorship, so your post should be well crafted. It should reflect the fact that you are an AP Literature student and should demonstrate your credibility as an author. And then of course, details. I want it to have a meaningful title, enhancements like pictures, bolding, hyperlinks, something to make it look visually appealing. And then it needs to be clearly formatted and easy to read. In honor of my cats bugging me the whole time I film this, I've got a cat cursor. So the basic design of the site I will do myself because I think it'd be really hard to coordinate this online. But you can see there's a title here. You scroll down and you can see there are a couple tabs here, right? All posts, wisdom, stories and tales, lit humor, and book reviews. So let's find a post that was super well done. Here we can see a blog post that is in the category of book review. First of all, you can see that the name here is anonymous. Everyone kind of created little fun fake usernames, and it was a nice way to stay anonymous in the posting. It's got a title, it's got a picture. I know exactly what I'm going to read about. I won't read this post for you, but you can look at it. This is a great example of how to include meaningful text and images. Those of you that read The Bluest Eye may want to check this out. Let's check out another one. Oh, one of my favorites. Keep calm and read. Like actually read. So we've got some images here, a couple paragraphs, an inspirational meme of Bill Murray. I don't know if you guys even know who Bill Murray is. I love him. Your blog is gonna look a little bit different because I wanted it to, because you're a different class. So I will post the link to that. It's kind of a work in progress, but you can check out what it's going to look like. You will compose one post for a grade, and at the end of next week, I will ask you which one that is. I'll have you just link it to me and give you a grade for that one. If you want to do anything else for fun that's under the 200 word limit, that maybe is a different category, go for it. Next week, I'm going to add you to our blog as a blog post writer. That'll give you access to the site. You can't change the settings, but you can write and post. We'll talk about how to add media in there if you want to add video, GIFs, photos, whatever. Honestly, a lot of it's pretty self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure you're clear, so I'll do a screencast of that for next week. Seniors, you have 2 more weeks. As you go into this week of May 18th, I need you to check in with me. I want to get confirmation from everybody that they took the exam. If you don't check in with me, I don't know if you took the exam. And if you didn't, we need to figure out when you can go in for retakes or makeup testing. And by that, I mean there's only 1 day for makeup testing, so we gotta plan it right now. I do not think your work this week is gonna be super hard or time consuming. Relax and feel a little bit more creative in these last 2 weeks. That's all I got. I have so many cats bugging me right now. I use this chair to like put my stuff on. He's just been messing with it the whole time.